The story begins on a humid Friday evening inside Rosemary's Diner, a cozy little spot where locals gather after work. The neon sign flickers outside, and inside, the low hum of conversation mingles with the clinking of plates. Liam, a quiet 22-year-old with a shy smile and an old soul, sits with his three closest friends in their usual booth. They're swapping jokes, teasing each other, and casually scrolling through the diner's battered jukebox playlist. Suddenly, a familiar melody fills the room, Elvis Presley's "Can't Help Falling in Love." The King's voice echoes warmly, and everyone in the diner seems to relax a little. Liam's friends instantly turn to him. They know he loves Elvis, but only sings along under his breath, never out loud. "Come on, Liam," his buddy Mark says, nudging him with a grin. "You're always humming. I bet you can't sing like Elvis even if your life depended on it." Another friend laughs. "Yeah, challenge the king. Do it." Liam raises his hands defensively, chuckling. "Guys, stop. I'm not Elvis. That's why you should try." Mark shoots back. "Bet you $10 you can't. It's meant as a joke, nothing serious." The whole booth bursts into laughter. But there's a playful spark in Liam's eyes. Maybe it's the comfort of the diner, or the soft glow of the jukebox, or the fact that he's tired of being the quiet guy. "Fine," he says, standing up. "But don't blame me if your ears bleed." The group laughs again, until Liam takes a deep breath and sings the first line. The diner freezes. A woman drops her fork. A couple looks up in shock. The tone, the depth, the velvet smooth vibrato, it sounds like Elvis himself just walked into Rosemary's Diner. Phones rise. Someone presses record. In that moment, everything changes. The next morning, Liam wakes up to the sound of non-stop buzzing on his phone. At first, he thinks it's just the usual group chat notifications. But when he squints at the screen, still half asleep, he freezes. 4,287 missed notifications. His video, the one he didn't even know was recorded, has exploded across every platform overnight. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, his face is everywhere. Millions of views, hundreds of thousands of likes, comments pouring in faster than he can read them. Is this real? He sounds more Elvis than Elvis. I got chills. Actual chills. Confused, Liam taps the link. The video shows him in Rosemary's Diner, standing awkwardly, one hand on a napkin dispenser, singing with a voice so powerful and nostalgic that strangers all over the world are crying in the comments. His heart pounds. His hands shake. This was supposed to be a joke. Then the messages start rolling in, people he hasn't spoken to in years, relatives from other countries, radio hosts, vloggers, reporters. His inbox is drowning in interview requests and collaboration offers. A well-known music historian even writes, "We haven't heard a voice like this in decades." But the biggest shock arrives mid-afternoon. As Liam scrolls through his notifications, a message appears at the top of his screen from a name he doesn't recognize. Alicia M., casting producer, Got Talent Global. He clicks it. "We saw your video. The judges would love to have you audition. Please contact us immediately." Liam's jaw drops. His heart feels like it stops for a full second. What started as a playful dare in a small diner has now turned into an invitation that could change his entire future. The auditorium is colder than Liam expected. As he steps backstage, the bright LED lights and the roar of the crowd make his stomach twist. Everywhere he looks, performers are warming up, dancers stretching, magicians practicing card tricks, singers rehearsing scales. But Liam stands alone, clutching his audition pass with sweaty fingers. A staff member signals him. "You're next." His heart fires like a drum. He walks toward the massive stage, feeling like he's walking into another world. The giant Got Talent logo glows above him as the backstage curtains part. Applause bursts through the room. Then, silence. The judges stare at him, curious, unreadable. Simon raises an eyebrow. "Hello. What's your name?" "Liam," he answers, voice trembling. "What are you doing for us today?" Another judge asks. Liam swallows. Singing Elvis. As a joke, kind of." The audience laughs. Even the judges chuckle. Simon leans forward. "Well, let's hear the joke." The track begins. A soft instrumental intro fills the arena. Liam grips the microphone with both hands, breathing hard. For a moment, it feels like he might run off stage. But then, he remembers Rosemary's Diner, his friends cheering, the impossible reaction. He opens his mouth. What comes out is not a joke. A voice rich with warmth, depth, and soul explodes into the air. powerful yet smooth, hauntingly reminiscent of Elvis but uniquely his own. The judges' amusement vanishes instantly. Their eyes widen. One judge's jaw drops. The audience erupts into cheers only a few seconds into the song. By the time Liam reaches the chorus, the entire auditorium is on its feet. And when he hits the final note, a long, flawless vibrato that sends shivers through the room. The golden buzzer slams down. Confetti rains from above. The crowd screams. The judges stand in disbelief. Liam stares in shock, hands shaking, realizing, this is no longer a joke. This is history. Liam thinks the golden buzzer moment is the peak of his journey, but he has no idea what's coming next. Within minutes of his audition airing online, millions of fans across the world begin sharing it. Reaction channels explode with videos titled, "Elvis is back," "This gave me goosebumps," and "Who is Liam?" Clips circulate on TikTok, gaining millions of likes within hours. But the most unexpected reaction comes from a group known for being nearly impossible to impress. The global Elvis fan community. In Memphis, a group of longtime Elvis devotees gathers at a museum cafe to watch the viral clip. These are people who grew up listening to vinyl records, who visited Graceland every year, who could identify every version of every Elvis song from a single note. As Liam begins singing, the room grows still. Some cover their mouths. Others whisper in disbelief. "He doesn't sound like Elvis," one elderly fan murmurs. "He sounds like Elvis if he were still alive, and even better." Fan clubs from Japan to Brazil upload emotional reaction videos. Many are crying, full, heartfelt tears, because Liam's performance brings back memories of the king they never thought they'd feel again. Music historians begin analyzing his tone and technique. Some claim his vibrato matches Elvis's early 60s era. Others say Liam adds modern precision Elvis never had the chance to explore. Then something unexpected happens. A world-famous Elvis tribute artist, one who has won competitions for decades, posts a video calling Liam out, but in a friendly, excited tone. "Kid, if you're seeing this, I challenge you to a duet. Let's bring the king's spirit to life together." The internet goes wild. Liam, sitting at home watching the reactions, realizes that this is no longer small, local fame. He hasn't just impressed judges. He has awakened an entire global family of Elvis fans. And they want more. The night of the Got Talent grand finale arrives like a storm of nerves and excitement. Liam stands backstage, dressed in a sleek modern suit inspired by Elvis's iconic style, black with shimmering silver accents. This isn't a costume, it's a tribute, a bridge between eras, a symbol of the voice he carries. The producers have transformed the stage into a breathtaking vision. Neon lights, a glowing outline of Graceland's gates, and a subtle backdrop of swirling gold dust that looks like musical magic in the air. The crowd is louder than ever, thousands of people chanting his name, waving signs, holding their breath for what he'll do next. The host's voice booms, "Ladies and gentlemen, Liam." Liam steps onto the stage as the lights dim. A hush washes over the audience. A soft guitar begins, and he starts with a soulful, tender version of "Love Me Tender." His voice is warm, nostalgic, and impossibly pure. People in the front row are already wiping tears. Then, suddenly, the music shifts. A dramatic drumbeat, electric guitar. The stage explodes with energy as Liam launches into a powerful mash-up, Suspicious Minds, Burning Love, and a high-energy twist on Jailhouse Rock. But he doesn't just imitate Elvis. He elevates him. He hits notes the king never performed live. He adds modern runs, precise control, and emotional depth that sends shockwaves through the room. The crowd stands, clapping in rhythm, shouting his name. The judges stare in disbelief, some smiling, some overwhelmed with emotion. For the final note, Liam holds a soaring, perfect high tone that echoes through the auditorium like a golden bell. The entire arena erupts. Simon jumps to his feet. Another judge wipes tears. The audience chants, "Liam, Liam, Liam." Minutes later, the host returns to the stage with the envelope. And the winner of this season is... A dramatic pause. Liam. Confetti blasts into the air, golden, brilliant, raining down like a blessing. Liam covers his face, overcome with emotion. He's no longer the shy kid at a diner. No longer the guy who sang Elvis as a joke.